Let's get a quick take on Denver's Marade earlier this week in honor of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The combined march and parade broke attendance records with more than 30,000 participants, including many elected officials. Patty Calhoun from Western. I know last week we talked about, in advance of the holiday, didn't know what it was going to be like with this, with obviously a different mindset and different flavor going on right now in the world and in Denver. What did you think of the event?
Well, it was amazing that there was as big a turnout as there was. The record, Denver's always had one of the bigger Martin Luther King days. Colorado was one of the first of the states to make it a holiday, but the fact that we had not just a very, very large memorial, but that it went off quite peacefully, considering everything else that's been going on in the country, was great.
David Kopel from the Independence Institute and DU Law School. Colorado has a long tradition, a proud tradition with MLK Day and the Marade. What struck you this year?
Well, it continues to fulfill Dr. King's vision of people coming out peacefully in large groups to speak their mind on the issues of the day. Representative Wilma Webb was the sponsor of this, which became law in 1984, and as the Marade grew and grew, there were some people who ended up marching in the parade who had voted against the King holiday in the first place, and some people said, oh, they shouldn't be doing that. And her view was, no, that's what Dr. King would say, is, it's better to be right later, and if you are, then come in and join the party.
Speaking of joining the party, Eric Sonderman is back, first part of the year, so welcome back. Happy New Year, Eric.
Thank you.
What'd you make of the event and the fact that it broke attendance records, I guess, on a very nice January day?
It was a nice day. It's become quite the happening. It's become almost a requirement for any elected official. It's not an optional thing. It's part of the annual calendar for these elected officials, something they're expected to do, and in almost all cases, a place I think they want to be. If you flash back to 1968 when Martin Luther King was assassinated, this country has come some remarkable distance in that interim. There is still a distance to go, but I think you have to acknowledge the distance we've come, and at some point hopefully we'll realize his famous words about judging people based on content of character, not color of skin. That is a step we have still not taken as a society. Mm-hmm.
And Dan Haley, political strategist consultant with EIS Solutions. It's great to have you back on the panel. Wrap it up for us.
Yeah, there's not much more I can say than what everybody else has already said. I think after the year that we had in this country in 2014, it was wonderful to see so many people of different colors, different sexual orientations all coming together, and as you said, marching peacefully through the streets of Denver to celebrate a great man.